Okay, I'm going to try and give you the short version of a very, very long story.
Love in the real world.
The name of the new album is called Love in the Real World, and it's different in some subtle ways. It's much more acoustic sounding. There's a lot more mandolin. There's a few more positive songs on there about, you know, being over heartbreak and actually falling in love again. But there is a little bit more of a spin because it is 4 years later than when I wrote the first album, so I've been through some stuff, and I tend to write about things that I relate to and that I'm going through.
And I've never been kissed, never been kissed, never been kissed like this, and no.
The idea for Never Been Kissed was actually born on a flight to New York. I was going there with my co-writer and producer Will Rambo. I just leaned over to Will and I said, "Hey, what do you think of the title Never Been Kissed?" He went, "That's pretty cool." And I said, "Never been kissed like this." A little bit of a hip-hop kind of groove.
I've never been kissed.
I've had the pleasure of touring with a lot of different artists. I've been on the road with Tracy Lawrence and Trace Adkins, Clint Black, Vince Gill, Alan Jackson. It's great to play live because you can see the people really getting into it, and some of them will put flowers on the stage and teddy bears and yell out requests. That's always fun.
Well, by now I guess you guys all know that I'm from the deep, deep South.
I've been singing since I was 13 years old. Country music. My mum's a big country fan. Grew up listening to Dolly Parton, Johnny Cash, Loretta Lynn. Yes, I did wear a cowboy hat and cowboy boots. No, I don't wear them anymore. But I travelled a lot throughout Australia, singing in all the different country music festivals. And then one day, out of the blue, I got picked for a television show called The Facts of Life. I moved over to the States with my family, and that was kind of my ticket over here. I'd always wanted to live over here. I then moved to Nashville with a couple of names and a piece of paper, and that's the short version. But there was a lot of, other kinds of interesting stuff in there that I haven't told you about, but we'll get to that later. The first single off the new album is called Never Been Kissed, and we actually just went to LA to shoot the video in a studio, and it's kind of a darker spin on Snow White, because we're trying to cover all, you know, the famous kisses, and as you know, Snow White got woken up with a kiss. There's a lot of frogs in it. There's a handsome prince, there's a wicked witch, a queen, poisonous apples, lots of little people.
Left, 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 right.
We were very lucky to have a couple of Oscar winners work on the video with us. The gentleman who did the costumes for Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, made all the costumes, and the guy who did the makeup for Dracula did all the makeup and prosthetics.
Apple for you.
What girl doesn't want to be Snow White for a day, really?
I've never been touched, maybe till I felt your touch.
And I feel like this album, even more so than the first album, is really what I was going for, really what I envisioned myself singing and writing about. I think we've captured it even more so the second time around.
What happens after happy ever after? Love in the real world.
Frogs don't have warts or anything, do they? Hope not.